But you gotta go through something to get to something, you know? Whatever that something is, yeah, you back locked in, let's go. Got it out the mud with the cards that was dealt. Cause I fear wasted life more than I fear death, yeah. That's why I never worry about a flight plan. Cause when you up, you never ask when the flight land. Southside of Shy still alive, so I beat the odds. Tempted by the devil, but made my peace with God. We beat that odd. The nights was cold, it was cheap to scar. That sleep was hard. Depression had me locked and see the bars. Fake the prayer, help me see the mom. Couple guys I had to take off on them. Shit's different when they trying to pull a take off on you. Set the table for niggas and set my plate aside. So when you see me feeling mad, know that it's justified. When niggas get the buck and I get the pesticide. Jungle full of gorillas who let the pests inside. No object formed against me shall be weaponized. That's why the guys pull up like an exercise and press the bitch when they woofing from the sidelines. Yeah.
Long day now. Trying to find my way out.
Trying to find my way out.
Life is such a precious thing.
So precious.
Hoping that she stay there.
You know what though?
Yeah. And we find, and we find, and we find, we find
the way.
The way. And we find, and we find, and we find, and we find the way.
So, oh yes. Welcome to the show, everyone. Good morning. You feel me? Nice to see y'all. Let me do this because I think I got this muted. No, okay. Just do that. So that's supposed to begin. We got like 6 minutes. 6 minutes before the show. How y'all doing? Hey, the coon, don't you start coon. Don't you start cooning on me. 1985. Come on now. King Reaper 74G, what's up? Brill, what's up? The cool 1985, what's good? Black Light 100, what's up? James Thomas, what's good? Let's get it in, man. We finna see what this show is about. I don't have any expectations. I just want to be surprised. See what type of second or third party things that they're about to show. Any new relationships with new third party that might garner new IP or bring some IP into Game Pass. Let's see what's about to take place. That's why I made a tweet on Twitter to say, "Hey, let's see how this plays out." And I left it at that. I went on there talking about they finna show GTA 6 and nothing like that. I just want to tighten that up. I just want to be surprised and see what comes of this. Is it going to be? Are we going to see things we've already seen? Of course we are. We're going to see new gameplay from Alan Wake 2. We're finally going to see what the Ark Survival joint gameplay is going to look like, which is also coming to Game Pass. We know Alan Wake 2 is not, but is about to release tomorrow, I think. So let's see what type of deals Microsoft has made. We're going to see Like a Dragon, which I think drops in Game Pass too. Let's see here. Trey Mack, what's up? Love of God, what's up? Rain Blade, what's good? Ice Cold, what's up? Emmanuel A1, what's good? Master Sip 40, what's good, man? Shout out to all my day ones always pulling up, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all don't know, it's hard. You click that live button and you just don't know who gonna show up. You don't know if it's gonna be one, two, or a few. You feel me? So I thank you all because I could depend on or count on all my day ones showing up. And I come from a world of music where you perform and do your best, whether you're performing in front of one person or you're performing in front of 1,000 people. But I really appreciate y'all for showing up and supporting the platform. Stinger 77, what's good, big fella? Anthony Barnett, what's good? Who made Emmanuel? Hey man, Emmanuel, I made him a mod. I made him a mod. Emmanuel A1, even though he be disrespectful to me on Z channel, he come over here and say, "What up, host?" But on Z channel, he be going in on me. You know what I'm saying? He be going in on me. But Emmanuel A1 go back from when I first started on Z channel. So, He a real day one. Man, you will go way back to when I first started on Z Channel. So Bay Area, what's good? What up, man? Darth Kermit, man. How y'all doing, man? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling about this showcase too, as well, man? Do y'all have any high expectations or anything like that, or y'all just gonna just see how everything plays out? Yeah, the coon, you know the coon because you was right there with it when I first started. I met a lot of you guys, Bay Area, U 1985, Emmanuel, King Reaper 74G, Trey. Man, I met a lot of y'all. That's how I met y'all. The Ruham, I met all y'all from Z Channel, man. What's a good post? I've been going in on you too a little bit, but it's hey, the Ruham is all good, brother. It is all good. 3 minutes. J Rock, my brother J Rock in the building. Let's go. Now look. Let me tell you something. This is the basic stream, y'all, right? I'm just letting y'all know now. So we 720p in it right now. You feel me? Now, if you have another device where you can get your 10, well, hopefully it's going to be streamed in 4K. So hopefully we don't lose that much quality, right? Okay. Sean say all games on this show will be in Game Pass day and date. I don't know about that. Play, what's good, Play? No excuses. No excuses. Hey, I ain't got no excuses. I'm just I had no expectations of, I didn't say any standard or any expectations of what they're gonna show today. Oh, thanks, J Rock. Salute, brother. I gotta get J Rock on the show too, man. J Rock is one of the big Xbox influencers in the community on Twitter. And this he has to get troll of the year. If there, even if that man, the work, man, let me tell you something. Them PlayStation dudes was the work he did on Spider-Man 2. Oh, wait, bro. Them PlayStation dudes was mad at him, bro. Anytime you have a dude go and count 72 or 73 tweets. Yo, you got dudes taking time out of their day to count tweets, right? Bro, he had them in their feelings, but he exposed a lot. And Insomniac had to come out and, and own up to a lot of stuff he was exposing because it was denial. The PlayStation community, they go in denial quickly. They in denial about David Jaffe right now. They are questioning David Jaffe's credibility. They saying he's they're questioning David Jaffe's credibility. They're saying none of his information is true. They say, why would he have access to any of this? Like he didn't work for PlayStation for 20 some odd years, right? But it's all good if he talking against Microsoft, but the minute he get to talking up Game Pass, or the minute he find out some news about Sony that he's against and he speak on it, now we don't believe him, even though y'all was hyping him up as the creator of God of War. But now he's a clout chaser. Now he has no credibility, and now he knows nobody at Sony. So anything he's saying regarding Connie Booth is false. This is the type of denial. We're gonna talk about it. Let's watch it. Let's go. Man, don't get me started today. I think I got it full screen on there. Yeah, I got it full screen. There we go. Oh, we're going to talk about that too, Ray. We're going to talk about that. Let's stay with this show light. I should have it 4K on the TV too. Like, what's the name, guy?
準備はできてるな、春日。やるしかねえ。やってやりましょうや。気合い入れてこぜ。とりゃ。よし、いい子だ。いったい。
And then you start off with a game that's about to drop into Game Pass. I can see that.
Oh,
Too many
yeah,
street
where my hands at?
in town.
Oh, where is it at?
So, Dondoko Island is the destination for you.
Oh, here you go. Ah, boss.
Welcome to your vacation within a vacation.
What down? What
where
up, brother?
cozy
What's
DIY
good?
lifestyle awaits.
Okay.
Gather materials.
So we
from
know
your
this dropping the
surroundings.
Game Pass already in Game Pass.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get my.
Buy unique furniture. Or simply craft it yourself.
Woo. I swear I ain't even gonna hold you. I never got the interest of these games, bro. I'm not even gonna pretend.
And watch as your
Oh, my
dream home
sister
unfolds. Just the way you like it.
My sister love everything about this damn game, but I just don't get it.
In fact, you can customize the whole island to your heart's content.
It look like they going in the what's that game called?
Make
Animal
friends
Crossing.
with
World.
memorable characters.
おはようございます。
Develop your island to accommodate all kinds of tourists
My poo on
and give them the time of their lives.
my Z shit today.
すぐくらい暗く暗い鍋とこ地獄鍋
But beware of certain uninvited guests.
やってやるぜ
You'll have to beat some sense into them to preserve your island kingdom. Explore nature.
Game look good though.
Build infrastructure. Interact with others. And develop your own resort island your way.
ハッピーリゾートどんどこ島へどんどこどんどこおいでませハッピーリゾートどんどこ島
Oh no, that's not coming to Game Pass. Well, coming out there.
Beginning of the year. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't never been in those games. I don't think I've ever completed one of those games, but my
I
daughter
started
loved
one
them.
of them, but
I mean, not my daughter, my sister loved them.
was pretty fire though. I forgot which one I started. It's wonderful. It's gonna look like 33 Immortals. Where is it?
What's good, Black Lightning? What's going on, bro? What's going on, chat?
Ikaro? Thunderful, that's two. They got 33 Immortals, now they got the Cairo.
I remember this one. Looking like a horror movie on a derrick or something. Out on the sea. I remember this one.
No. Yo, I'm not walking. Yo, nah, not me. Look at that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they dope, but they just ain't been my thing. Like I tried to play one with my sister, and it was just like, I can't get into it. But she love them though. I mean, she play them through and through. I already downloaded the last one though. The new one that just dropped. I'm gonna play that one. I'm gonna try to play that one though. Application ain't dope. It remind me of that game when Buddy was holding the camera and going through. It remind me of that.
It remind me of that. Amazon got a show like this where they stuck on the oil rig and some weird shit is happening with motherfuckers on. I forgot the name of the Amazon show, but they got a show just like this. They dealing with some type of alien and stuff that they can't get off the rig. You know, I don't play shit like this.
Oh, snap. Yeah, this is shit that
I know some of y'all like
around
this,
your house, walking around the house with a gun in your hand, looking like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, yo, this shit, this shit look fire on this OLED though. I got it on the OLED at 4K. This shit look good. Early 2024 gameplay.
Like these type of games, bro, they should release around Halloween or something, bro. My early 2024.
I like they got the QR code in the show. Where we got the
it seems there will be
QR code
trouble.
to get more information about,
this dangerous new guy in town seems to have his eye on doing business in old Detroit.
So they help out. I wonder if that's gonna be the new route they take when it goes to like getting demos and signing up and stuff like that.
I dig this because the QR code leads to the Xbox Wire article about the game. Instead of all that talking in this, you can go read that shit yourself on your own time.
Right. That makes sense.
Such as moving the new.
Is RoboCop?
Yeah,
is this the joint they were talking about in the VR game?
We're getting close.
I think so.
There's some commotion on the other side.
Justice never ceases.
Yeah, because what's your name? Praising the hell out of this game. Look, Levon now.
I'm not playing any more games. After him.
I have a large supply of bullets.
I ain't scared of you.
I'm
pumped up with nuke like a freaking power plant.
Then get ready for a meltdown.
RoboCop used to be the shit back in the day.
Ready for a meltdown. RoboCop talking shit. Oh, okay.
November 2nd.
Ain't that too far away? That's like what, 2 weeks?
They got articles up on it already where you can go read. That's fine. Yeah,
Hi,
I like that.
I'm Philipp Seifried, Technical Director on Dungeons of Hinterberg.
And I'm Regina Reisinger, Art Director on Dungeons of Hinterberg. I know a lot of you have been asking to see more of the social aspects of Hinterberg and how the people you hang out with can help you as you progress through the game. So we're excited to give you a better look.
Yeah, we heard
in this short trailer, we will give you a glimpse at how you might spend a typical day in Dungeons of Hinterberg. Decide which overworld to travel to, spend the day slaying and puzzling in a dungeon, and then head back to the village to befriend someone who may be the key to your success.
Oh yeah, this joint. When they first showed this during the combat,
when did they show this?
They showed this. No, I don't think at the last show, but the show prior. But I think they did show a little bit now because it's either the last show or the show prior. I remember the gameplay, the combat. They really focused on the combat the last time they showed. Now they kind of expanding on the gameplay and the story.
So I say it looked familiar, but I couldn't remember.
That Black Latin boy, they drop an oxtail simulation. You got to cook some oxtails before everything. They said the world will be a better place. You feel me?
It's an oxtail simulation,
place, brother.
And
Game Pass coming 2024.
Oh shit.
Yeah, J-Rock, me too. I like the new straight trailers. And then they got the QR code if you want it. That'll send you directly to the article if you want to learn more about that game. I think this is a win. This is a win-win. We get straight to the point, straight to what we want to see. If you want any additional information about that content, just scan the QR code and it'll take you directly to Xbox Wire. What is this? In-engine footage.
You look like Mary Jane. You stupid. High school, you crazy. Oh hell no! It's one of these animal games. Playing as a fox and a bird. Lord Jesus. Oh nah.
Well, people can play as a cat and be happy.
Bruh. No.
Look,
I see a whole raccoon at the bottom.
Let me tell you something. If you can play as a cat and celebrating as the game of the year contender, then ain't count being being playing of the fox. Back to Ruham. Play as fox. Oh, look at you. I'm so proud. Oh, my God. Pretty alpha footage. What is this? It's Metal Gear. Yo, Metal Gear Solid Snake. First in-engine look. Yo. Y'all didn't expect this to show up, did y'all? I know y'all didn't. This shit looks incredible, though.
Look at them connections starting to show.
The PlayStation show gave y'all a CPS trailer. 105. Wow. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Okay, Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft.
You have been chosen to govern a land of great peril and promise. It has suffered long from the scourge of banditry, but there is another threat, an illegitimate baron who claims the northern territories as his own. Will you prove yourself worthy of this honor, or will you perish by the traitor's steel?
Goat Simulator. What's good, Rob? That always robbing.
Yes, sir.
Now we out here playing Goat Sims.
Shout out to Rob.
No, this Oregon Trail.
Everybody with the $2. What up, hello, boxing. Let's go.
That look like Oregon Trail 3000.
I like the fact that after they showed the I think it was 6 games they showed to open up, that they let you know whether they was new announcements or games that was already revealed, and then they let you know whether they was going to be on that cloud or Game Pass. I like this format.
Oh my God! Okay.
It's like some
the Age of Empire
type shit.
Yeah.
Is this Age of Empire?
Nah, this ain't Age of Empire. This is fucking shit. Wait a minute.
Mana Lords. PC Game Pass, April 26th. Game preview.
They out here poking niggas up, yo.
And coming soon to consoles. Okay.
So it gonna be
I have no problem with that starting on PC first. Because that's a PC
driven game.
A PC driven game, bro.
Yeah.
That is a keyboard and mouse based game, but you have games like that that's now accessible via controller. But I have no problem with that. Get that right on PC first. Free better footage. Free better footage. In-game footage and cinema.
Great escape show.
The finals. This the joint from what's the name? What's the name studio?
Ain't this the Bungie joint? No.
Captured on PC. This free better footage captured on PC. Embark. Yeah, that's the studio Embark.
Oh, okay. I remember this. They was literally knocking coins out of them.
I heard this shit was fire though. I heard this was pretty good.
Talk about putting your money where their mouth is. Ouch!
There's one. The catch out will take
Yo, this kid look good.
Yeah. Got like that grit type of look to it. Y'all like that devastation. You can actually.
Footage?
It's a trap.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Battlefield was missing, man. You supposed to be able to level the floors. That diversity. Yeah, some crazy mayhem type mode.
Xbox open beta October 26th.
Hold on, that's tomorrow.
Xbox Series X and that. That's we're gonna have to look up that.
Huh?
Is this Ark?
The keyboard.
It looks like Ark Survival.
Yeah, it is. They riding on. Yeah, that's Ark.
Reachthefinals.com. Reachthefinals.com. For the finals open beta that starts tomorrow.
Hopefully they allow us to stream it. Reachthefinals.com. Be on that. Let's get the beta itself.
this Ark Survival, they really got their shit together.
Oh no, they didn't did their thing with Ark Survival.
Because when the first game originally came out, it was ugly, man. But
yeah,
people were still playing it though. Millions of people were still playing, not even caring. I heard people build up things and factions in there and be fighting other people's squads and shit for all types of stuff.
Nice.
That's good.
Oh yeah. That was the first game I seen people was giving up real money to get certain animals in the game.
This is the one with what's the name in it, right? The actor from
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, yeah.
I ain't clicked on it so fast. These jokers ain't even updated their Twitter feed yet. They ain't even got the link up for it.
Coming soon.
No, they still
they actually got pushed back to the latter part of 2024. So I'm not surprised that it doesn't have a release date. But it seems like the time it's been given has done it for
the killer left the heart next to the body.
They ain't got to rush nothing. That's the point.
It wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual.
Is this Alan Wake? Epic game. No. It's Alan Wake.
A page of text written with a typewriter.
Oh, man.
Someone's been watching us.
Dude, man.
How do you run from an idea? From a story that lives in your head? I need to escape this nightmare.
Epic.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. Why are we into the story?
It did look good, Pixel.
I brought you the heart witch.
They look
Show me the terror.
I'm trying to be that day zero on this one.
How many of y'all copy Alan Wake too?
I'm definitely a copy this.
I think Microsoft should have held on to this IP. I think they should have. This game should have been an Xbox exclusive and should be probably by Microsoft.
Oh yeah. I will agree on that one, brother. It's coming out perfect timing too. We're gonna stream this on Halloween, goddamn it.
The page says the record will
I ain't going out no damn Halloween.
Or is the page predetermined?
I'm gonna stream this.
Am I just playing into the
story? Has the reviews come in for Alan Wake 2 yet?
I don't know.
They're dropping in a couple of days.
Right.
Yeah, Bay Area Arc 2 gets pushed back to the latter part of
Felt good.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What the fuck? No!
You waste them bullets, boy.
The angel look a little bit still.
Wasting
them. Like got that Resident Evil type aim.
Where is she?
Hope they let you do a little bit of setting changing.
Oh, she put a flare in them.
Fresh bliss dreams. Too darkness.
Nah, y'all can
hey, when they show so much, man, stop showing so much. Give me the game.
Y'all can have all these demons and shit. Y'all can have that. It do look good, J-Rock.
Look fire.
It should look fire, though. I ain't gonna lie. I just believe Microsoft should have held on to this.
Look in the mirror, cobweb of my soul, my face forever, seeking to be home, driven by passion.
It's all in game. Like this in game.
The overlap is at the pond.
Yep.
Fuck. Here we go again.
Hopefully they didn't take so long to release this game, though. You know how sometimes with games being taken so long to release, it kind of get the gameplay to be still. It don't look like that's gonna be the case for it, but
Xbox Wire, we play Alan Wake 2. That QR code right there for you. Get Master the Ball deal with that demonic. I gotta cleanse my soul after watching that. That's what they showed so far.
Snake. Oh,
that's it.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
It's short and sweet.
11 games. I guess that's it.
Yeah, short and sweet. Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. That's why I said I had no expectations.
Yeah.
No expectations.
It's a better feeling when you got low expectations and you won't know what's about to be released.
Hey, look,
just go in with a free mind.
Good little updates. You get a kind of a peek in at what's coming early 2024 from a few titles, what's coming late 2024 in terms of Ark Survival, and then you also get a peek at games that's fit to come out within the next day or two. I know Alan Wake come out on 27th, Like a Dragon fit to drop soon. So let's promote games that customers are about to have access to soon, but also show you what's about to come out early in the year. I think, and they didn't overblow this. They showed you exactly what they said they was gonna show. But I'm gonna give this a J-Dub rating of 10 out of 10. You feel me? We're gonna get this a J-Dub rating.
I second that notion.
You feel me? We're gonna get
no
this a
fluff,
J-Dub, no
straight
fluff,
to the point.
Straight to the point. You got your QR codes if you want to go read about
new
games or get
nice
additional information on it. And then you know what I'm saying? You feel me? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know what we about to get into though, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on right now. All right. So let's do this. Let me pull this up.
The hypocrisy of the fake journalists that we've been telling them about. No,
let's not. We finna pull this up. We finna go straight here.
Fake journalists.
We finna go straight here, baby.
Oh damn!
We finna go straight here. We ain't finna play with it. What are we finna play? I have everyone's attention right now. So let's want to do this real quick. Let's hit the play button.
Hey humans, it's Jeffy. Good to see you. Okay, so I want to give you a little bit more update on what I hear is happening within Sony PlayStation as it relates specifically to Connie Booth no longer being there and how that's affecting the studios. Okay, so and I'm looking at an email over here. This is gonna be a very not rambling video, but it's you know, I'm just getting this information and I'm getting it excuse me from you know, I think it's like
he said hot off the press.
We're sending me emails, so I'm having to put all these together at the same time. What I can tell you is this. I don't know what a reporter needs for verification, but what I can tell you is this is now coming from people within Sony, within PlayStation, people who've directly spoken with Connie about this. So it's as verified as a layperson.
People who've spoken with Connie.
This is real life people.
And before I get to it, I'm not teasing or anything. I do want to say that fundamentally, though, at a meta level, this is, interesting, but at a human level, we are talking about a number of people, but certainly Connie, in her case, who has really given a huge portion of her life to this company. And I haven't spoken with her. I haven't talked to her in a while, but I have to imagine that she's probably, some kind of grieving process is happening. I mean, this was a big part of who she was. So I want to be clear. This is not, it's interesting, like I said, when you're talking about the business at large, but there are humans involved. And, as I said before, my well wishes go out to Connie. I'm a huge fan of the woman. Okay, here we go. Okay, so she was fired. She was not let go. She didn't retire. She was fired. There was apparently almost no notice, no advance warning.
Drugged
it just
out.
Kind of happened. I won't give you the direct quote, but apparently, if you look at Alan Becker, right? Alan Becker was given till Friday. He got a call earlier in the week. He used to run Sony Japan. And it's like, your last day is Friday. Apparently, Sean Layden was literally escorted out of the building. Like, that was faster than Connie and Alan. She was in between, right? So maybe she had a day, maybe. But she was fired, which is crazy. What this individual is saying inside of Sony is that Jim Ryan was convinced, as we know, that games as a service was the future.
Hold on.
Convinced, as we know,
let's
that Jim Ryan was convinced, as we know, that games as a service was the future.
What we've been telling these idiots? We was what? What have we been saying? I'm gonna let this finish out because there's so much that I want to say, because I'm personally getting attacked on Twitter, right, for summarizing this information. Personal attacks, right? And there's so much denial that's going on. It's crazy. But the Xbox community been saying this for the longest. All right. So we're going to keep listening.
Everybody's making games as a service, right? So he told the studios to start making them. And obviously that wasn't, as you would imagine, taken in with a lot of love from the studios that had come up making, single player cinematic games and narrative and focus on fidelity of visual and all that stuff. And so apparently this made a lot of the studios very unhappy. Apparently when the Naughty Dog game was canceled, that was kind of a bridge too far for a lot of people. A lot of the studios, they got very upset that the game had been canceled and very upset that they were, or at least some of them were being forced to make these sorts of games.
Internal beef, what we say.
And according to this source, which is doesn't matter, all of this somehow was blamed on Connie, which
Miss Quality Control herself.
Only the new Sleep Number smart beds let you both sleep at your
ideal level of comfort. Get the mask. You gotta get the bread.
Sleepnumber.com.
Get the bread. You gotta get the bread. Oh, he got two of the things.
Man, he going in twice with
it. Nobody can quite figure out how this was Connie's fault, especially given that Connie's always just been a great, warrior for Sony and I'm sure, I'm sure she had her opinions. But I don't know what happened there. I'm trying to get a little more clarity, and if I get some today, I'll give it to you. But apparently, the studios were upset. It sounds like the Naughty Dog thing being canceled was the straw that broke the camel's back, and whatever came of that turmoil was blamed on Connie, and they fired her. There's more details, of course. This is a very meta, but like I said, this is all I have. But I know this is confirmed, so I'm sharing it with you. It sounds like, and I'm waiting for clarity on this as well, the vast majority of the people who worked with Connie, they're gone. And it sounds like they're gone when she was gone. It's not like they slowly peeled off over the years.
They took the whole arm off.
This affected all of them. And I don't understand. Like, if she was fired, which she was, then the people around her
was fired.
Couldn't have been fired just because they worked with her. So maybe they later on, I don't laid them off, but fired her. I have no clue. But it sounds like there's a very small number of people who are still hanging on that were working with Connie. The last thing I'll tell you, I asked, this is a different source now. I was asking about Herman Holst, and this is what this person was saying. They said that this person has no love for Herman Holst. Okay, so, and it makes sense. But he did say, there's your hand. It's a dude. At least one of them. I was asking about Angie Smets, and he had nothing but great things to say about, is it Smets? About Angie Smets. Everybody who I've talked to who are still very upset about what happened to Connie are like, as an unrelated issue, Angie Smets is awesome. You know, she's great. So no one has anything negative to say about her as far as I can find that have been talking to me. But as to Herman, though, apparently he was all in favor. Apparently, I don't have proof of this. This is one coming from one dude, but there's one dude I trust. Apparently he was in big favor of cutting all the Japanese studios. So that's the only thing this person really knows about him, and the fact that he is putting Angie in there. And as to who pulled the trigger with Connie, I don't know. I don't know if it was Herman, but anyway, there you go. So in a nutshell, Connie was fired. Insane to say. Insane. If you, from my brain, it's an impossible sentence almost, because it's like, Connie, what? Connie is all, Connie's not PlayStation, but Connie's, anyway, she was fired. A lot of her team sounds like were removed, or maybe they just in protest left. I don't know that, but they're mostly gone. All of this comes about, most of this comes about because of the pivot to games as a service. When the
like we said,
water started to boil on that, if it was right when Jim Ryan announced he was doing it, and so this is over a year brewing, or whether it was, none of the studios liked it. I mean, look, Connie was overseeing Haven, which is Jade Raymond's what is their game, the thieving sci-fi thing, games as a service. So clearly the studios had pivoted, not all of them, but it sounds like the real boiling point came when they either canceled or almost canceled or put on ice, as they said, the Naughty Dog game. And that was enough to kind of send a lot of people getting pissy, and understandably, I guess, I mean, I don't know, maybe it was good they canceled it. Maybe Bungie was right.
No, it wasn't.
They're saying it. I don't know. But regardless, though, the blame has fallen on Connie, and maybe it's the blame has fallen because they're like, you should have kept the studios, you should have managed that politically so they wouldn't be so upset. I have no idea. I'm just guessing at this point. But anyway, that's what I know. Again, fundamentally, we're dealing with an amazing person who's just great at this job. And I'll tell you something. Like I said, Microsoft, what are you doing? Call the woman. She's probably like, fuck you all. I don't want to work with any of you people.
Man, Phil better be on the phone ASAP.
But anyway, and the other part is interesting. I never really thought about what the Sony teams that had come up, like I said, making these, beloved single player high fidelity games would think about this pivot. I just kind of assume, well, they'd still get to keep making what they're making, and there's this new group of people making the games as a service. And maybe that is the case, but this is the first I'm hearing of internal strife over the Sony pivot. And so it's interesting. It's very interesting because, Connie leaving it is a big deal for just the games she was producing and whatnot, and what she offers to Sony and her knowledge of the whole process and the business. But now, if Sony fired Connie because of the something to do with how the studios were responding to games as a service, I don't know. I don't know how much longer the people who are really about that are going to want to stay. But I'm speculating. I don't have any. I'm not trying to let's doom. Maybe it's fine. Maybe the God of War team and Shishima looks amazing. Shishima 2 maybe, and I'm sure that's Herman's not an idiot. You don't get to that position being an idiot. He's not going to get rid of all those games and let's just make a bunch of Fall Guys. I like Fall Guys. I'm just saying. So I don't think the sky is falling in that sense, but then again, these games are made by people and the people ain't happy is what it sounds like to me. So,
hello.
I will be getting a little bit more news, I think, on this later today to clarify, but for now, there you go. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming later in the week, 2:00 in the afternoons. And then today I'm recording a constellation with Last Stand Media with Colin. And some other folks.
Okay, let's get to chopping this fable. Tupac with it. Let me get into this, right? Because the reason why now I'm not celebrating any of this news, right? Because all of this that's being put out there outside of her being let go, in terms of the reason why she was let go, we've been saying for years, right? But the main reason why I want to talk about this is because the denial of the PlayStation community, who celebrates even when a contractor from Xbox get let go. They on podcasts, millions of tweets, mismanagement, Microsoft going third party. What's going on at Xbox? Doom and gloom, right? Instantly, they celebrate that, right? They hop on podcasts and they talk about it, right? But this news come out, right, about Connie Booth, who has a huge impact on the culture of PlayStation and why PlayStation is in the position that they are today. And they all put masks over their eyes and say, we don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Said no evil. I don't know what you talking about. We don't even know her.
To the game.
The hypocrisy, right? Then you go look at her resume. Every big IP, first party IP that have came from Sony from 1989 all the way up to now.
Prior, yes.
Her hands touched.
Literally blessed.
From producing to senior producing to executive producing to executive vice president of that position.
Yeah, boy.
But no, you go on Twitter, right? Oh, this ain't no big deal because we don't know who that was. You didn't know. The only thing you ain't know half of the people you was talking about the Xbox let go. The only reason why you knew about them was through a LinkedIn profile.
Damn.
But now y'all want to play like this isn't a huge deal, right? And then to David Jaffe, right? Y'all celebrate him being the creator of God of War and Twisted Metal, right? But he likes Game Pass. And the minute he gets to talking good about,
He don't
he
know what
made God of War. He don't know what he talking about. He don't even work at Sony no more.
Disgruntled. He a disgruntled developer.
He got an issue with Sony. He ain't got no credibility. He don't even know nobody at Sony. Right? This is what happens. And then the minute he start talking about where the pipeline that Sony comes out that he knows about, right? Then he's back believable again. But then when information like this comes out, you don't supposed to believe David Jaffe. He's clout chasing. He's a liar. It's not been confirmed. It's only rumors. He's not credible. This is crazy. The gymnastics that people are doing, right? Over this whole situation. Look at the main PlayStation counts, your Porter Rocks, your J-Dubs, your Jabaris, and all. Look at all, even the Red Dragon. Nobody is talking about this. Right? Even with Spider-Man 2 coming, being out, they still talking about Xbox. Right? But this would have been Microsoft, because her position is probably equivalent to a Matt Booty or a Sarah Bond or even a Phil Spencer.
I'm about to say, she damn near sound like the level of Phil.
She's in the Hall of Fame. She's been at PlayStation 34 years. She's been inducted to the AIAS Hall of Fame for her impact on gaming and what she did at Sony.
Damn.
This is not small potatoes, people.
Not at all. By far. This
and David, more than likely, David Jaffe understands the magnitude of her of what she means and what
he knows. He just trying to do the PR stunt of not trying to fully say it, because
he don't want to get nobody in trouble.
I don't want to say it's doom and gloom and it's the end of Sony and but
I just
this
think,
individual was a very talented person. I caught on to that little,
I think David Jaffe is.
He don't want to interfere people's jobs. Yeah.
No, he's not going to say where he's getting the information from, but I think he's being used as a conduit to push this information out, right? And then the press, the gamer journalists are also doing this. Because even if you considered it a rumor, whenever it was rumored that a high-profile person at one of Xbox Studios, it was articles everywhere.
Man.
Even if it was rumored, even if it wasn't confirmed, it was still articles put out talking about it until it got confirmed. And you don't see none of that right now. It's silence. It is silence right now. Right? So let me do this, right? Let me do this. I posted a tweet, right? And I was just breaking down. I just summarized.
This was a masterpiece.
I just summarized what he said, right? You know what I'm saying? And I had to, because as soon as I posted it, then here come the fanboys. He's lying. There's no truth to this. It's David Jaffe. He's clout chasing. Why would he have access to information? Like, if you work for a company, I worked for a major company for 6 years. And I still got contacts and phone numbers to people I work with. Hell, I even still got my manager's contact information, email, and stuff like that. But if you work for a company for 20 years, right? You don't think that he's not going to have some sources or contacts or friends and relationships that he built at the time he was there that's still at the company?
Right. Yeah.
And you got to look at the evidence. Look at this. Sony confirms it'll have 10 live service games by March 2026. This is the evidence, and Jim Ryan told y'all, which it was actually 12, that he was making this live service or games as a service push. Right? Sony hopes to leverage Bungie and Haven Studios as a live service developer. The reason why they brought Bungie was their ability to do live service games.
Right.
And help cultivate their back end and their first party developers to integrate that into their ability in terms of developing games. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, look. PlayStation Studios are not happy with games as a service, report reveals. First party Sony Studios are reportedly uncomfortable with pivot towards games as a service. And then what Jeffy, it all correlates. Jeffy just came out and said the same thing, right? That when Jim Ryan said, look, we need to start doing live service games. That's the waves right now, because look at Call of Duty Mobile, look at PUBG, look at Call of Duty Warzone, look at Fortnite, look at all these games as a service, live services games. That's where the bread at, and we need to generate money, right?
Thanks.
Microsoft just brought a BK, right? They finna make bread off. We need to be self-reliant.
Man.
When it comes to multiplayer games, games as a service, and live services. It's cool that we make our bread off of Call of Duty, which Microsoft now gets that bread, right? But we need something that is 100% us. Because we depending on the Call of Duty franchise to fund our first party games. And how long are we going to be able to do that when Microsoft, they gave us 10 years to get our shit together before the next generation come around and they do what they going to do with Call of Duty? Let's talk about this.
Oh, shit. Oh, snap.
Let's talk. Let's actually talk about this. 10 years. So within that, we're already behind.
Yeah.
We're not only behind our competitors, even Nintendo got live service. What are we? We're not only behind third party, but we're behind our competitors. We got to catch up, and we need to find something. We need to find something that's going to be a hit. Not only that, but if Sony has some of the best developers in the world, or who y'all
claim to believe,
claim to be the best developers in the world, when you say the best, you think of multifaceted. You think of a studio that no matter whether it's single player, they can deliver. But now you got these studios where Jim Ryan say, hey, you need to get out your comfort zone and you need to learn something where the market is going right now or where it's at. You need to learn to change and evolve with the industry. And the studios tell him, no, you don't want to do that.
No, we cool.
No, we cool. We just want to keep making these single player
story-driven games.
Story-driven over-the-shoulder games. We're going to get somebody a shotgun, then we're going to get somebody a bow, and then they're going to ride on a horse or they're going to walk very slow. Now, we done made lots of money off this, Jim, so you don't want to come here and mess with the recipe, the recipe. We got this, and Jim is saying, no.
This shit ain't it.
This is not sustainable. It's costing too much to fund these games, right? This costs us so much that we're not even recouping a lot of the money. So we have to rely on Call of Duty. All our funding is coming from Call of Duty. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And what's crazy is the Porter Rocks, the J Dubs, the Jabaris, right? The J Barries, right? Even Baron, Black Baron, the Nintendo guy, ZI. Sony don't have to focus on multiplayer live game services.
Boy,
that's what they got third party for. Yeah, until Microsoft brought their ass up,
man,
and now control your paper.
That was the dumbest thing I ever heard.
And I understand, Jim Ryan. Yeah, we make bread all cost. We don't want to be at the hands of Microsoft. Because over the next 10 years or after these 10 years, anything can change. Anything can change. The regulators only gave Ubisoft 15 years with the cloud stuff. Meaning that anything Microsoft or anything Activision makes over the next 15 years, Ubisoft got permanent rights to in terms of cloud. Anything after that, it's a wrap.
You're on your own, baby. Hope you figure it out. Hope you figure it out.
I understand Jim Ryan move. Like, look, we need to even though they was late doing it, we need to hop on the bandwagon and we need to find something that's sustainable internally, right? Same thing happened with Microsoft in the 360 era when they became too reliant on third-party deals, and they let their first party internal teams dry up till they got down to the fucking 5 studios. Look how that did it. It became a Halo, Gears, and Forza with Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft knew the importance of owning the IP.
Yeah.
They knew the importance of owning the IP. So now Sony in this same position with multi, and instead of the developer saying, "Look, let's go learn this shit. Let's figure this shit out." No, we don't want to do that, man. Jim, you gotta go. You fired, Jim. You gotta go. We're gonna give you 6 months so we can make it look cool, Jim. I'm gonna give you 6 months. So when you leave, it don't look like we fired your ass, but you got 6 months.
You guys to go.
You got 6 months to get your ass up out of here, Jim Ryan. You really do. You got 6 months. Oh, Connie, you was with him too? You believe the same thing? You didn't get it. Oh, you gotta go to Connie. Look.
So it was your ass with the "we believe in" generation statement. Oh, it was you.
What are we doing here?
Get your ass the fuck.
This is where accountability kicks in.
Man.
Y'all cool when y'all want to hold Xbox accountable every time. Hold on, my bad, my girl just bust through the door and looking at me. Hold on, go on, take it away, man.
Time to go. Oh man, so. Yeah, at this point, man, I don't even know what to say because honestly, the writing on the wall, and I understand again what David Jaffe had to say because of his connections, but when you have an individual like Connie that literally touched every single game that you've AA, AAA that you've dropped exclusively on your platform, she had a hand in it. Now she's taking off. I told you that they drug her ass out of there by her motherfucking wig and kept it pushing. I'm trying to tell you because the Fire Emblem was totally different.
ILP, the Iron Lords rated the show. Oh, thank you. God bless it. God bless it. the Iron Lord podcast. Shout out to King.
Shout out to the
shout
crew.
Out to Todd. Shout out to everybody on there.
Hold
shout
the
out
line.
to you guys, man. Thank you, man. We really appreciate it, brother.
This is what happens when you
so
hold the
much,
line, boy.
man.
You get these type of questions.
No, we held the line. Now, as King say, we are advancing the line. But I want to point out the hypocrisy, right? You can hold Microsoft accountable anytime a contractor leave or producer or anything leave. It's doom and gloom. The world is over. Microsoft is over and Xbox is over, right?
Facts. Yeah.
But this is going down, right? This is going down, right? And it's like that meme, that GIF, where the house is burning, you just sitting there looking cool. Now the people who they're blind. They're blind to the fact of what's really going on. Look, and you can't say that David Jaffe is lying because what he's talking about correlates with the reports that has came out. First party studios are matter of fact, let me put this up on the screen.
Yeah.
Let me put this up on the screen. Let me do this here. Where is it? Let me put this up on the screen.
Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, support the channel.
Let me put this up on the screen, right?
This is going to be the next 5 years, skip 10. The next 5 is going to be interesting with Sony.
Look at this.
It's going to be bad.
Look at this. PS5 investment by business model, right? Look at fiscal year 19, 88% was the traditional model that these PlayStation dudes talk about, right?
Right.
The reason why Sony would never put their game on PC is because of the traditional model, right? The reason why PlayStation would never put their games in a subscription service is because of the traditional model. PlayStation didn't need PC. They didn't need a subscription service. Why? Because Spider-Man sold 30 million copies and all that was a lie, right?
Lie.
You look at fiscal year 2023, and then the tide started to change. You got 45% of the traditional model versus 55% of live services. Then going into the next 2 years in terms of 2024 and 2025, by 2025, they wanted 60% of their first party output to be a live service model, right? And 40% of that to be the single player cinematic games, right? So he's not like, this is the direction that Jim Ryan wants. Connie was probably with Jim on this, right? Which is why both of them is no longer there no more, right? And this is the model that the first part that these people call the greatest studios and developers in the world, right? The greatest studios and developers in the world. This is who they say. This is who the developers they push back on Jim Ryan and Connie's vision. And when I say Connie's vision, I'm kind of assuming it's an assumption. I just think she was probably aligned with Jim's vision, right? The studios wasn't, because in that video, David Jaffe specifically said that the studios pushed back on live service games. And what really kind of flipped everything out, causing the turmoil, was the fact that Bungie canceled shelved Naughty Dog's faction game, right? And so that was the last straw and pushed them over the hill. And Sony pretty much blamed Connie for probably not managing the situation better. And then they fired her. They didn't let her go. She didn't retire. She didn't quit. She fired her. And then what we're hearing is that her team, along with her, left with her.
Go as well. Yeah.
Or he was either let go or walked out with her. We're talking about somebody who had seniority over every big PlayStation first party game from 1989 all the way up to now, who put 34 years into PlayStation and helped cultivate PlayStation to what it is today. A person that is in the AIAS Hall of Fame. Right? And from what David Jaffe said, you blamed, she took the blame, right? Jim Ryan was getting up out of it already. Now you put the blame on her. So the question is, and as I show y'all this, what gets me is the denial, right? I immediately started getting disrespected on Twitter just for summarizing this information. I'm talking about personal attacks and everything, right?
What else is new? Post.
People questioning David Jaffe's credibility. Now these come from the same people who praised him for being the God of War developer, right? The proof is in the pudding. Look at this. So now Jaffe word is gospel when it's the narrative.
Oh my God! Not flip flopping Teddy.
This is flip flopping Teddy. I don't even take him.
That man still owed me money because he lost the bet. Like, come on,
he lost
now.
the bet and ain't been seen since. This brother
ain't paid money and nothing. Like, come on.
and then you just look at this cap. They don't want to believe it. This is confirmed by David Jaffe. It's a rumor. It's not confirmed by David Jaffe. It's a rumor. Jaffe is talking to longtime people who worked at PlayStation, people who spoke with Connie, right? I don't think David Jaffe put any of this information out if it wasn't true. Now he's a clickbaiter, he's a clout chaser, and things like that. But I will tell you this: the journalists, hopefully, the journalists do their due diligence. And verify and validate this information and do even more digging than what David Jaffe can expose, so we can get the whole rundown on what's going on. Go ahead, Melo.
David Jaffe even said, like, fam, she helped him with her game with Twisted Metal. Like, he has a rapport with her. Why would he make up a lie in the sense of her losing her job? What he gained with that?
I don't know. And then look at this. PlayStation Nation doesn't care about executives, but they do when it's Xbox, though.
Man.
Huh?
They report a layoff. It's doom and gloom.
Look at this. Why would Jaffe be privy to any of this information? What you mean, why? You work for a company for 20 years. You're bound to maintain relationships with people that work in that company. So you're privy to certain information or things that's going on behind the scene that most people not.
Exactly.
Jaffe said multiple times that the stuff he knows about what Sony has coming down the line in terms of content is huge, that they're going to be okay. Do he name what he know? No. You have sources, you respect those sources. You know what I'm saying? That's how you continue to get information, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not just saying this to get clicks or to clout chase or to get views. Y'all show up to his shows anyway.
Damn.
Right? This is, and then I'm not going to go down to the more disrespectful tweets where people was throwing personal shots at me and things like that. But I'm not going to even go there. But it get, people jump on your timeline. They get real disrespectful. All I'm saying is this: give this the same attention, right? Give this the same attention as that you would if this was Xbox in this position. Because I guarantee you, if this was Xbox in this position, the PlayStation community or the media wouldn't wait to validate anything. They'll still jump on this information, even though it's rumored, and they'll still be making articles off of it until that information was validated. We're not getting none of that right now. Everybody want to play patient with Sony. Well, we got to see if this is true. We got to validate the information before we write an article. But when this Xbox is rumored and it's plastered everywhere.
Everywhere, boy.
Even if it's a rumor, it's plastered everywhere. Media is quiet. PlayStation community is in denial. Now, I'm not saying this is Sony in a disaster, but this leads to question about the future of Sony, their first party content, their first party pipeline, right? Right? Look at this. Sean Layton was escorted out of the building when he was let go. The Alex dude that he was talking about, who ran the Japan portion of their studios, he got notice that he was gonna be. Oh, you got till Friday, right? Right. And so the assumption of this when this happened was no, she's 64 years old. Post. She just retired. She been there 64 years.
You just people can't retire. Ain't she tired of making games?
People can't retire. I know she tired. Post. She's 64 years old. What you expect her to do,
man?
Bro, we got an 80-year-old president in office. You can,
bruh,
don't tell me
about retiring anything.
And even if she was 64, she didn't retire prior to this. From what David Jaffe saying, she got fired. Right?
Yeah.
So even if she didn't get fired, that lets me know that she probably would have still been there, catering to the first party content of Sony, right?
Absolutely.
Then he say Herman Host was a big favorite of cutting all the Japanese studios, and I don't think he was 100% with that. But yeah, it's some validity to this, right? But you guys are gonna question, and it's crazy that PlayStation Nation, man, they will back you as long as you're talking good about PlayStation Nation and stuff like that. But soon you come out with some information or some news that's not in their favor or the favor of their plastic box, you are a op, right? Right. So even when this information gets confirmed, possibly by Jason Schreier, because I know he's seeing all this stuff. He's probably doing some digging, or even somebody else at Bloomberg. What's going to be the goalpost moving now? Y'all gonna have to apologize to Jaffe. Jaffe, no, and then somebody said on my timeline, Mello. Well, why didn't David Jaffe talk to Connie? Why he didn't call her or Scott Rhodey? Huh?
Oh, wait,
what?
wait a minute.
What? People don't understand. Common sense ain't common no more, right?
Yeah.
First of all, even if he talked to her, he's not going to say anything, right?
That's one.
Number two, when you're high up in the organization like that, I wouldn't say, and I'm just assuming there's non-disclosure agreements, and there's certain information that she wouldn't be able to talk about, period. All I know is that the people that's feeding Jaffe this information is doing it intentionally because they want this story out. They want it to be heard. They want people to know about it. And they're using David Jaffe as a conduit to get that done. Now, what's killing me is that the media is taking so long to hop on this.
Man.
He put out the first video. You didn't even see that many articles on it. Right? You ain't see no IGNs or none of them tweet about it.
So journalists not journaling.
Right? But like I said, if it was Xbox, whether they had validate the source or not, you still would have got an article in a tweet saying rumored Phil Spencer has been fired from Microsoft. He is no longer the head of Microsoft Gaming.
Mm-hmm. Sarah Bond stepped down. Possibly stepped down.
Phil Spencer got fired. He's no longer part of Microsoft Gaming, and we hear that Sarah Bond and her team walked out with him
due to weak sales. Nadia selling Xbox, like it would be some crazy shit.
Hold on, as we get more information, we'll update the article.
Man,
we ain't seen none of that with this situation. We ain't see. Now people want to properly vet the information. Well, we need about 3 or 4 sources, right? Before Jaffe, we can say that
anything.
We need before we can say this is fact. We need 3 or 4 sources, right? And then we need to be cognizant of of what's going on.
Put out fake news.
Well, did Sean Layden get escorted out because of something bad was going on? Is it part of the process when the executive get fired? Well, we need to know all this shit right here. And I'm looking, huh?
They put the good pillows down for that, boy.
You guys don't need none of this when it comes to things like this happening at Microsoft. You don't need none of it.
Shit, how many times you had to correct J-Dub and Z with bad articles they be putting up, bro? How many times you had to correct them brothers?
You don't need. They don't even. All they know is soon that bad Xbox news come out, it's going up. It's on a tweet. Look at what they did to Lulu during the whole ABK acquisition. They was writing articles with so much misinformation. She had to call them out and make them go out and correct it.
Oh yeah.
They ain't had no problem putting out misinformation and doing it then.
Yeah.
But since it's Sony, we need to be diligent, right? As this information comes to us, we need to check every line and every sentence, right? We need about 3 or 4 or 5 sources to validate this information. And then we need a couple of sources to validate the sources, 3 or 4 sources that we have. Now, once that's done, then we can start asking specific questions, and we need specific answers to see how they
even write a paragraph regarding this situation.
We
are not gonna mess up that Sony bag. Do you hear me?
Just peep. This is David Jaffe's second video about this, right? And you would have thought nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. You didn't get no breaking news rumored.
Man,
Connie Booth is. Well, like this would have been Xbox.
What's going on with Sony? Top exec pushed out, like none of that type of conversation. Hey man, writing on the wall, bro. If y'all are still thinking that Sony ain't paying these cats and got them in their pocket to make sure that certain conversations aren't spoke about regarding Sony, y'all tripping.
Look, man. And I just wanted to talk about this because I had people on my timeline personally attacking me. Personal
What's they smoke
overweight.
With you post? Like what?
I'm talking about personal attacks over me just summarizing David Jaffe's video.
What do you think it is?
Some of this stuff was disrespectful, attacking me. David Jaffe is now all of a sudden David Jaffe is a clown. He's a clout chaser. He wouldn't be privy to this information. He's just trying to make money off of it. This is not real. This is all cap. And I just wanted to talk about this because if this was Xbox, this would be big news and everybody will be on the podcast right now. Everybody will be in a space on Twitter right now talking about this if this was Xbox, right? And it seems that David Jaffe is trying to get this out to make this known about what's going on, because I think some people inside Sony that's not happy about Connie Booth leaving wants this to be put out and wants everybody to know how this shapes the future of PlayStation first party pipeline and where we go from here. Well, we're gonna see. I think she have given her background and the impact she had on. She have some hard shoes to fill. See what I mean? Now they said the lady Angie Smets, they say she is awesome. So Angie Smets is somebody that works under Gorilla, which is no surprise because Herman Hurst and them, they've been, if he's the one that was for the Japanese studios getting closed down and pushing PlayStation to be more Europeanized and Westernized in terms of their development, then I can see him putting someone in her position that's from the Gorilla family. Now he did say, David Jaffe did say that he's heard nothing but good things about Angie and that she's awesome and stuff like that. There's no issues her. He did say that the guy that was emailing him, because I think one was a guy and one was a woman, that he didn't like Herman. He wasn't.
Yeah, they was biased towards her. Yeah,
he didn't like Herman. He was kind of possibly alluding to a lot of people at PlayStation not liking him or whatever that is. But we'll see how this all plays out. I mean, you got one. Spider-Man is out. You only have one, big title this year. You got the PlayStation 5 Slim that's coming out that's marketing a first-party Xbox game now. And then we'll see. I'm talking about first-party wise. We don't know. The PlayStation community don't know or anything like that. So we're gonna see how this goes. But I definitely wanted to talk about this because the same people that I see on Twitter in this community clowning Microsoft every time somebody leave or go start a new studio, it's they didn't want to work. They didn't want to work with Microsoft. They wanted to go create their own thing because Microsoft don't know how to manage. That's why they left and this and that. And then the minute something like this happened, to have a person of this stature and status and the impact that she had on PlayStation get fired. Not leave of her own volition. She got fired. She didn't quit. She didn't get let go or anything. She got fired. And then for people to say it's lies, it didn't happen, that it's only cloud chasing and all that, we'll see. I think, as David Jaffe said, this is going to have a huge impact on Sony's first party, but we don't know how that impact. We won't probably see what type of impact it's going to have for the next couple of years or so. But yeah. Sappho said, Angie could turn water into wine. This is not how you treat employees, especially 30 plus years. Yeah, you don't.
Thank
you. Just don't. And what's Sappho? What's real about this situation is that David Jaffe said she got no heads up.
Yeah, that's why I said bro, you just don't up and just walk somebody out the building that's been there for 30 years, bro.
A person that been in your company for 34 years that had a hand in some of your biggest IP sellers, and had a hand in the culture and cultivating your first party lineup to what it is today. You don't even give them heads up. You don't give them warning. You just fire them.
And this is on the cusp of the Jim Ryan situation.
That's disrespectful.
As hell.
That's disrespectful. And he did say that the Jim Ryan and the live service issue had something to do with her getting fired. And I guess from what he's saying, his understanding of it is that she took the fall for everything. So I don't know, but I would want to say this is that, look, if you're considered one of the greatest, or the best or top of the line studios in the world, there is no challenge that you can't overcome, right? There is no speed hump that you can't get over. There is no mountain you can't climb. You are considered some of the greatest content creators in the world. So if you don't, one of the greatest ability that God gave us was know-how. And what that means is that if you don't know something, you know how to learn it. You know how to source the information, right? You know how. If you don't know something, you know how to gain access to learning how to do it. And if you're considered one of the greatest studios or the top studios in the industry, if my boss came to me and say, hey, we need y'all to do live service games, ain't no pushback. We consider some of the greatest studios and developers in the world. Let's tackle this.
Yeah.
Let's tackle this. Now, Bungie may not be the Bungie of old, but what Bungie did when they came in under Microsoft, they was able to give you single player, co-op, and multiplayer all in one package. The single player was fire, the co-op was fire, and the multiplayer was fire. Then they came back in Halo 2 and did the same thing and did it on a bigger scale. That ushered in matchmaking, leaderboards in terms of first-person shooters. Your boss asks you to do it. You gonna tell your boss, "Nah, man, I can't do that. I don't know what I'm doing." Or are you gonna go maximize your ability to learn and your capability to quickly process data and apply it? That's all I'm saying. If the Naughty Dogs and all these studios that y'all claim to be the best in the world and can't nobody mess with them, why are they pushing back on live service games? Why are your first party studios pushing back on live? Go learn that shit.
Let's fall back to what I said the first time, Post, when I said Naughty Dog was allowed to make one of the greatest zombie games ever, which is Last of Us. Hands down, you cannot take it away from them. Uncharted was one of the well-renowned venture games on the level of a goddamn Tomb Raider. And you have a company come in, regardless of whatever y'all doing, y'all have a company come in and say, hey, your ideas and your direction that you're going with the multiplayer Last of Us is not it. You think it wasn't going to be no pushback from that? After that company made Sony X amount of millions of dollars off of their IPs, people get big-headed. People get, some can say it's big-headed, but you're not finna come in here and stifle my creativity because of your opinion of how live services should go and operate. And that's what I was saying about Last of Us multiplayer.
Rashad, I don't know if she was for or against it, but I think the assumption of David Jaffe, and I could be wrong, that she probably was for it. But from what he was saying in the video, which probably come clearer later on, that she was probably scapegoated in terms of saying, we're gonna blame you for everything that's going on right now in terms of this live service, in terms of the developers pushing back and things like that. This falls on you, and now you're fired. That's what I got from Jaffe. Now, I want to say this. I want to say that I'm assuming this is an assumption based off watching David Jaffe's video. Even he wasn't 100% about a few things or a lot of things. But I do want to say this. I will say this. Jaffe know more than what he's been putting out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I will say that I get that from that video. I get that from the video that he knows way more than what he's putting out. But what he's doing is like I said earlier, he's allowing himself to be a conduit to get this story out to the media, to blow it up, for them to see. He don't want to give it out. He want to drop enough crumbs for the press
to look into it,
to looking into it and figure it out.
Yeah.
So he don't have to say it, right? Because I think
leave enough breadcrumbs, it'll lead you to the house.
Yeah, I think he's not trying to jeopardize anyone's jobs or anything like that. So he's been very careful about what he say, but he's dropping enough breadcrumbs to say, hey, gaming journalists, hey, gaming press, I think this is something y'all need to look into. He did it with the first video where he trickled down and say, look, woo up the man. He didn't give y'all her name at first, but then he came back and said, okay, I can give in a tweet and say, okay, I can tell y'all it's Connie Booth, right? Then after that, he came out and said, okay, I can confirm now through emails from two individuals that I trust that actually spoke to Connie Booth that this is what actually happened, right? And even then, he was careful about what he said and what he put out. So he's dropping breadcrumbs because he wants the game media and journalists to pay attention in this, to start digging into this story, so it can get out, so it can start being talked about, and kind of put Sony in that light, and kind of put pressure on Sony, say, hey, what's going on over there? So I think that's what he's doing, but I think he knows way more than what he's said so far. And I do think this is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Go look at her background. Go look at
145 games she blessed. 121. She blessed her hands on
games. 121 games. From Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Jack and Dexter, Spyro. Man, the list goes on and on and on. The list goes on and on and on. But Chia Walker said, what Jaffe doesn't realize is that the gaming media will not put any pressure on something. Well, you could be right about that. Let me get these super chats and then we're going. Shout out to Rob who randomly robs everybody with the $2. What up, Post Mellow and bots in the chat. Pixel Bit G with the $2. Did you not see that summer show I called Disaster? And then Alcoholic Gamer with the $2. Fireball plus tequila plus pineapple Fanta. Enjoy. Drinks on me. This video. But shout out to Alcoholic Game who always pulling up. That super chat was not for any underage individual that's in the chat. We do not support
drink responsibly.
Underage drinking. Please drink responsibly in the confines of your own home where it's safe, and do not drink and drive. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. Right now, the PlayStation community is crying foul. They saying this is not true. They saying it's cap. They saying David Jaffe is lying. Some people are disrespectful to the fact they not even. We don't even know who she is, so we don't care. Yeah, but you care enough for when people leave Xbox. But we're about to get up out of here, man. We want to thank y'all for joining us for this Xbox preview, third-party preview, which was really short. I think they said 30 minutes. Did 30 minutes go by that fast? It sounded like it was 20 minutes, right?
Yeah. When you take out the filler, these shows is very quick. Very quick.
John TJ with the $2. Hey, do you think Xbox picks her up? Well, if you watch David Jaffe video, he definitely said, look, if you're Xbox, y'all need to be calling her right now. But he was like, I'm unsure if she would even take the call or not. But he said in that video that Xbox should be giving her a call right now.
Give us some time to adjust. Yeah, and we will be hitting that line up. You feel me?
And if I'm Phil, then I'm probably waiting to see if the validity of this information, if it's true, right? Then give it enough time for the dust to settle, and then reach out to her and say, hey, look, we would love for you to join Xbox in this position or that position. So we'll see.
Let me know what you want to do.
My brother post up. Oh, they making a call. Game Pass lets you make the games you want to make. Yeah,
exactly.
And Playro said they definitely calling her. Promise her that bag right now. Yeah, I think if you're Phil Spencer in your Xbox, the same. If you look at her pedigree in terms of what her history and what she did and the games that she produced, to get.
Yeah, you call her.
You call her. You call her. That type of skill and
talent,
and talent doesn't. It's not too many out there with her status and her stature and with her history.
Yes, sir.
So you if you're Xbox, you go after her.
Right? And she got the impact of her is so good. You can see that they even took out. I mean, well, I don't want to say took out, but they let go some of her staff, or her staff probably said, you know what? No, we rolling with her because We know how good she is.
From what David Jaffe said, he said
and she's definitely gonna land on her feet. So
he said the staff, he more than likely said, sometimes staff leave out over a period of time. They'll leave, but he said in this case, it looked like they more than likely walked out with her. So we'll see how this plays out. But the main thing is, before we go, what would you rate the show today, which was very short?
Well, 8 out of 10. Straight to the point. Like I said, I like the QR thing where they didn't go into detail. They actually let you go and searching and find it out for yourself. I like that direction. And Metal Gear definitely looked the kind of fire. I'll probably check it out now.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I like the pacing. Unlike they were straight to the point in terms of the trailer. The QR code was good. Like if you wanted additional information, pick up your phone, scan the QR code. It leads you to an Xbox wire where you can learn additional information about the game. So we can go read about it instead of spending 20 or 30 minutes of hearing the developers talk about it. Let us learn about that. We can learn about that on our own time. And then I like the fact that they showed you, they identify the content in terms of the platform, whether it's going to be on Xbox Series X and S only or Xbox Series X and S, PC and cloud. They notified you of that. So yeah, a cool show. I think there's what's this? This is October. I think sometime in the beginning of next year we'll get a first party show, hopefully. But thank you all for joining us. And rocking out. I definitely want to thank the Iron Lords, man. Thank you. Appreciate you for the raid. If you're new here, please like, subscribe to the channel. Come a part of the State of Gaming family. We do a lot of Xbox content over here. We're pro Xbox and things like that. We do call out a lot of hypocrisy, but we are pro Xbox. A pro Xbox channel. So we're about to get up out of here. Thank you all. I see a bright future for Microsoft ahead. They finna kick everything into gear in terms of marketing. They're already doing that now. You see Nadal already come out and say, hey, we got 2 big first-party games ending the year. That's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Forza Motorsport. So he already calling out COD. We see the numbers for the next quarter of them is going to be huge. We're talking about 40 to 50 points increase, which is insane. You also see Nadal come out and say we're doubling down on publishing. We're doubling down on producing games across Xbox Series X, S, PC, cloud, and mobile. And us as a community just have to continue to hold them accountable to our wants and needs and what we expect out of them. But if you're part of the Xbox community, we have great years ahead of us. We have 2024 is going to be incredible. We know the pipeline for Xbox. We can lay out that pipeline over the next 10 years and probably even beyond. So shout out to y'all. We in a great position. We gonna dominate and accommodate. We finna dominate. We finna dominate the competition, and then we're gonna accommodate the new gamers that's coming to the community, man. So y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one. We up out of here, man.
Peace.
Peace.
It's been crazy, man. But you gotta go through something to get to something, you know? Whatever that something is, yeah, you back locked in, let's go. Got it out the mud with the cards that was dealt. Cause I fear wasted life more than I fear death, yeah. That's why I never worry about a flight plan. Cause when you up, you never ask when the flight land. Southside of Shy still alive, so I beat the odds. Tempted by the devil, but made my peace with God. We beat that odd. The nights was cold, it was cheap to scar. That sleep was hard. Depression had me locked, could see the bars. Faith and prayer helped me see the mark. Couple guys I had to take off on them. Shit's different when they trying to pull a take off on you. Set the table for niggas and set my plate aside. So when you see me feeling mass, know that it's justified. When niggas get the buck and I get the pesticide. Jungle full of gorillas who let the pests inside. No object formed against me shall be weaponized. That's why the guys pull up like an exercise and press the bitch when they woofing from the sidelines. Yeah.
Long day now.
Yeah.
Trying to find a way out.
trying to find my way out.
Life is such a precious thing.
So precious.
Hoping that you stay there.
You know what though?
Yeah. And we find, and we find, and we find, we find
the way.
The way.